What is going on YouTube? This is Gaming with Sal coming back at you guys with another video today. And for the video, we're going to be talking about the reports, speculations, rumors, whatever you may want to call it, for Call of Duty 2018. And as you guys can see by the thumbnail of the video and the title of the video, most likely people are saying that Call of Duty 2018 is going to be Black Ops 4. Now, before I get into the video, I just want to say whoever left any likes and any comments on my recent videos, as well as stop by to check the channel out and subscribe, I really do appreciate it. Every single subscriber that stops by and decides to check the channel out, every person who leaves a comment, every person who leaves a like, it really means a lot, because if you guys haven't seen my other video, I made a welcome to the channel video where I discussed how I'm just a brand new YouTuber. I have never done this before, and I just always wanted to start YouTube, but I never had the chance. So to see that people are stopping by and checking out a small YouTube channel such as mine and giving it so much support, it really means a lot, and I do appreciate it so much. So thank you guys for whoever did all those things. Now back to the video. I am aware that there are a lot of YouTubers who are already covering news related to Black Ops 4 and how they think that might be the game for Call of Duty 2018. And to be honest, I wasn't even going to make this video to begin with, because right now we haven't really gotten any confirmation from Activision or Treyarch themselves, who are the gaming studio, by the way, that is in line to make their Call of Duty next. So at the same time, whatever I'm telling you guys in this video, please take it with a grain of salt, because we really don't have any sort of confirmation to any of these type of news or rumors. The reason why I'm covering this news is because of IGN's recent video that they put up on YouTube themselves. So for those of you who don't know, a couple of days ago, IGN released a video in which they talked about how fans are speculating that Black Ops 4 is going to be the next Call of Duty game. The fact that someone like IGN, who's a gaming company, brought attention to something like this is a big deal to me personally, because with a gaming company like IGN that's so big and so well known, I doubt that they don't have any close relationships with any of like today's top game developers. I'm 100% sure that they do. So the fact that they're bringing this to attention is basically either them kind of telling the gaming studio that, or telling Treyarch, hey, this might actually bring fans back. This is what you guys need to focus on. If you guys go ahead and put all your time and effort into something like this and making a game like this, you guys can actually win fans back. And they even mentioned how some people aren't even happy with World War II's life cycle right now, or the game itself. And the fact that, if you bring something like Black Ops 4 back, you can win a lot of people back to Call of Duty. Honestly, after hearing IGN making this video and bringing attention to this, it got me really excited, because one, I love Treyarch. Infinity Ward, which is one of the other developers that make Call of Duty, used to be my favorite. Back when Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3 were around, and the Modern Warfare series was basically the most well-known series in a first-person shooter game. Those were the days, in my opinion. But ever since Ghost, things have been falling downhill for Infinity Ward, and Treyarch became my new favorite gaming studio that develops Call of Duty. But like I said, guys, in the beginning of this video, just because IGN is bringing attention to this, even then, I don't think that's enough, confirmation that it might be Black Ops 4, but it is a good indication that there is a highly possible chance that it could be. And, speaking of confirmation, the only thing that we really did hear from Treyarch Studios is a tweet that they tweeted out on February 8th, and it basically says, "Looking forward to the year ahead. We can't wait to share more." And in response to that was David Vonderhaar, who's basically the face of Treyarch, if you guys don't know who he is. Basically, anytime a new Call of Duty comes out, that has to do with Treyarch, or any type of game updates or any kind of news for their Call of Duty, you will most likely see David Vonderhaar talking about it and communicating with us, the fan base. But anyways, David Vonderhaar responded back to Treyarch Studios saying, "This statement has never been more true for me on a personal level, and I've been at this a very long time. No spin, no prepared remark. I didn't write the tweet below. I didn't see it any sooner than you. It's just exactly how I feel right now. Let's go." So basically, David Vonderhaar responded back to Treyarch, and Treyarch is basically saying, hey, we are making a new Call of Duty. We are excited to share it with you, and we can't wait to reveal more information. That right there is also, the start of basically marketing for Black Ops 4 or whatever their Call of Duty might be, or that's just basically showing that, hey, you're going to be hearing from us real soon. Now, at the same time, if Black Ops 4 ends up being the next Call of Duty, how would I feel about that, and what would I expect from it? Or what should we expect from it? These are all the questions that basically come up, right? Well, I'll tell you one thing. I would like to see a continuation from where Black Ops 2 left off. Because I'll tell you one thing, I know most people don't really care about the campaign or the story mode, but if you really think about it, the story mode is what really makes the Call of Duty iconic. For example, the Modern Warfare series. People remember that game for the characters that were in that game. For example, Soap McTavish, Ghost, Captain Price, etc. You know, these were the names that you would remember, and when it came to those characters, they're the ones who really helped make that game, and that entire series, in fact, iconic. So, in my opinion, right, they need to do the same thing with Black Ops. And Black Ops kind of fell downhill a little bit after, Black Ops 3 in terms of the campaign. And the reason why I say this is because there was a huge timeline gap between Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3. In fact, Black Ops 2 took place in the year 2025, while Black Ops 3 took place in the year 2065. And whatever happened in between those time, we don't know what happened. And it would be so cool to see Black Ops 4 basically cover that time period. Explaining what happened to Alex Mason, what happened to David Mason, where's Woods, what's going on. If you actually create a really nice ending for the entire Black Ops storyline, I'm pretty sure that the series would be remembered way more than it is right now. So that's basically one thing that I would love to see from it. Also, when it comes to game modes, will they continue the storyline of zombies? We really don't know, because most people are saying that Black Ops 3 was the official ending to zombies, but a lot of fans were actually disappointed by the way that it ended. So maybe they could continue zombies and keep the storyline going and give it a proper ending as well, just like they might do with their campaign. Or would they go out and make a new game mode? And honestly, this might sound crazy, but what if they did add a new game mode rather than zombies, or maybe in addition to zombies? What if they actually release a battle royale type of game mode? Now, hear me out. I know Fortnite is the king of that. No one really can beat Fortnite at it right now. And at the same time, if they did make a battle royale, yeah, you can argue that, they did copy Fortnite. But at the same time, battle royale is where it's at right now. The amount of people that have gotten on and logged on to Fortnite versus like Call of Duty is completely different. There's a huge difference in the number amount of people that actually get onto Fortnite rather than Call of Duty. Personally, I even have a couple of friends who even purchased Call of Duty World War II when it first came out, but I have only 2 hours of time on it, because around, I think, a month into Call of Duty World War II, I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, go ahead and correct me, guys, but I think basically anytime around the beginning of World War II's release, that's when Fortnite kind of came out. And it became so huge and so popular so quickly that even my friends, like I said, have left Call of Duty and all they ever do is play Fortnite. It's like Fortnite has literally become part of their life. So, when it comes to something like Battle Royale, who knows? Maybe Call of Duty sees that and they might want to invest their time in it. But at the same time, maybe Black Ops 4, whenever it was in development, it could have been too late to add Battle Royale. But at the same time, we don't know what Activision has up their sleeve because they always have surprised us in the past, if you guys know what I mean, the good and the bad. And also, we don't know what Treyarch has been planning and how long they've been planning for. So, when it comes to game modes, I would love to see a Battle Royale personally, because it would be so cool to see something different in Call of Duty and see if it actually does work. And if they do try it out, how do they go about it? Do they make it better than Fortnite? Which most people are probably going to think, no way. There's no way Call of Duty can make, their Battle Royale much better than Fortnite's. But at the same time, what if they add their own twist into it? And that's pretty cool. Like I said, we really don't know. Now, my expectations from the game, such as multiplayer, man, I miss those times where when you can just get into your kill streaks and just mow people down. For example, I'm talking about the chopper gunner from Modern Warfare 2. I'm talking about the AC-130. I'm talking about kill chains after kill chains after kill chains. We don't really see that anymore, and honestly, that's what really took the fun away from me personally from Call of Duty. I still have fun playing the series and all, but I really do miss the kill streaks, or even the score streaks for that matter. You know what? Make it score streaks. Keep it score streaks if you want to do that. But at the same time, you gotta make the kill streaks somewhat more powerful than they are today, because for some of you guys who do play Call of Duty World War II, you know what I'm talking about. It takes forever to just get a UAV in domination, and I know most people are going to be like, you know what, why don't you just play the objective? But even then, it's like if I play the objective and I try my hardest to get the UAV or the spy plane, or I forgot what it's called in that game, but it's just so hard to get these streaks. And even then, even if it's not hard, it's not rewarding. It's not like you get hyped after you get that score streak versus something like getting a chopper gunner, like I mentioned before in Modern Warfare 2. So we really need, kill streaks to come back. Oh, also guys, the main question that I didn't even answer: what time period would I want Black Ops 4 to be? Honestly speaking, I would love to see a modern time, because I haven't seen that in such a long time. I haven't seen that since, I think, Call of Duty Ghosts. Once again, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the last time I remember personally playing a game that was set in the modern day. And even then, that game was okay to me. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. But at the same time, I really do miss the modern era. And if Treyarch can actually like master the modern era, I would probably have high expectations for that game. Overall, when it comes to Black Ops 4, I'm super excited to see if it does happen. And if not, I still believe in Treyarch. Like I said in the beginning of the video, Treyarch has to be my favorite studio out of all of the gaming studios that do make Call of Duty. So, I mean, whatever they do end up doing, it's going to be amazing in my opinion. I can't wait to see what they're planning on doing, and honestly, when that marketing hits for the next Call of Duty, you'll be expecting a lot of videos to come from this channel. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like, comment, and please subscribe. It really means a lot to me, and I appreciate every single one of you who supports me and my content. I'll see you guys in the next video.